Okay, before I did this review about this movie, the movie I'm gonna is Skyline. Somebody told me be gentle with this movie. With all the sincerity, I'm gonna break it to you guys. I'm gonna break it to them gently. Skyline. This movie takes place where a couple decide to go visit their friends in Los Angeles, and all of a sudden they get caught up in an alien invasion. Okay, this movie wants to be gigantic, wants to be enormous, wants to be larger than life, but we realize when you see the how many people are on how many cast members are on this movie, you realize this movie's low budget. And when you see some of the alien creatures alongside the building in some angles of this film, you realize it's low budget. But I've seen many movies that are low budget that work. Many low budget movies that become cult favorites. So Skyline is the type of movie that you would watch on Sci-Fi Channel. Yes, this movie has been looks like it has Sci-Fi Channel actors. It has Sci-Fi Channel special effects, but actually it was not made by the Sci-Fi Channel. It does really look like it a whole lot, you know. And I've seen Sci-Fi Channel movies, and I admit, yeah, they are really bad. Okay, the characters are hollow. The plot is wooden. Number three, but there is one positive of this movie I did like that I would watch this movie if it came on the Sci-Fi Channel. And yes, it came on the Sci-Fi Channel the other day. So the alien humanoid creatures on this movie, the design of these humanoid creatures is actually really pretty cool. I liked it. Really, the special effects on this movie is mediocre at best, but I really like. I would say I would watch Skyline if I had nothing better to do. If it was a slow week for me, and yeah, I get slow weeks, of course, and I would sit there and watch it and kind of just vaguely watch it a little bit and go on my phone and look up on the internet and see if there's something a lot more interesting in this movie and watch it and not pay that much attention to it. Okay, Skyline, if you cut it down to its most base part, it's actually not bad of a movie. It's not too bad because really, what are the aliens here for? The entire movie, it takes place in on a skyscraper with maybe 5 or 6 actors on it. So if it would have been, I've seen a lot of stuff that would have sounded really interesting, would have looked really awesome if they would have let it go out into the city itself. You do actually see the military. You see a couple guys here that they were able to pay to come onto this movie with some military suits that are convincing, but you don't see anything else. There's actually an air battle that takes place outside, but you don't really get involved in that scene because it doesn't really look it it all takes place inside this building. They're just kind of watching it from the building, and it loses its impact. It loses its impact to engage you and put you into this film. I got really taken out of this film a whole lot in several scenes, like when people died, like when people got their brains sucked out. I really just didn't. I don't know. I just really didn't have none of a reaction at all. If I because I've seen people die in movies, and on this movie, I really just couldn't care less about it. But Skyline has several death scenes that you see. You see the character dying. You see their head getting sucked up inside the alien's uh, humanoid hand, and it just really does nothing for you. It entertains you in the sense that you're like, oh yeah, he's dying. Oh yeah. Oh, that dude just died right now. Great, wonderful, awesome. And if this movie would have been an alien abduction movie, you would have sat. It's like watching one of those videos where you hear somebody talk about getting abducted by aliens, talking like this. And I was abducted by aliens. I know this is strange, but then, yeah, I totally realized they had done something to me. Okay, that was a little bit over the top, but this is what this channel's about. So if this movie would have been an alien abduction movie, that would have been awesome. I would have liked it. If this movie would have taken, you take it out of the building onto the floor where all the main action is happening, because like I said, there's a big battle in the middle of this movie. There's a big explosion with the mothership. There's a mothership on this movie. It looks really. I liked it. It looks really cool. I thought it was cool. I like the design. It looks pretty awesome. But okay, the mothership falls down. Big explosion. Shockwave. A nuclear. This was uh, an equivalent of a nuclear blast. So there, you see the main characters still in the building, still standing. They're not reduced to dust. The building is not reduced to dust, and they're still alive. It makes you wonder what the hell, who decided on that, and then thought it would be, yeah, that sounds really good. Use it. We'll use it. Sure, why not? So it's just moments like that that really takes you out of this movie. But at the same time, I had a great time watching this movie. I'm gonna give this movie an F because it really it had potential to be something maybe not like Independence Day, but something that would have been a little bit on a larger scale. They would have had but if they really would have tried to execute everything a little bit better, and there was some incontinuity errors on this movie, it probably would have been a little bit better for a low budget movie. Because I see plenty of low budget movies that were awesome. I love them. So I wanna know, what is your favorite low budget sci-fi movie? And this movie was brought to you by the guys who made Alien vs Predator Requiem. So, okay, what's your favorite low budget sci-fi thriller? Put it on the comments below. Like this video, subscribe to this blog, support this blog, share this video.